Sergeant Rich Brunson, that's Brunson, Los Angeles Police Department Valley Traffic Division.
What was that title?
Sergeant Rich Brunson of the Los Angeles Police Department Valley Traffic Division.
You can say it nice and straight, it's okay.
Okay.
What happened?
So at about 1850 hours tonight, or 6:50 p.m., we received a call regarding a vehicle versus pedestrian traffic collision at the intersection of Coldwater Canyon and Ventura Boulevard. Officers responded and set up an initial crime scene. The deceased, who was at scene, was pronounced at scene by the Los Angeles Fire Department. Based on the investigation we've conducted so far, we've been able to determine through an independent witness, physical evidence, and statements that the pedestrian was attempting to cross from the west curb to the east curb. The pedestrian was in a crosswalk, however, he was crossing against a solid red hand and a red tri-light. The vehicle was traveling northbound on Coldwater Canyon and had a green light and had the right of way, and unfortunately struck the pedestrian, causing the pedestrian to fall to the ground, and the pedestrian was pronounced dead at scene.
They stayed on the scene?
Yes, the driver stayed at scene. A sobriety assessment was conducted, and he was found not to be under the influence. He was licensed and insured. He complied with all aspects of the law. Based on the pre-impact skid marks that we see and the tire marks, we'll be able to conduct a speed assessment. However, a preliminary look at those determined that he's traveling well within the speed limit.
What was his demeanor like? I'm sure this is pretty hard.
The demeanor of the driver?
Yeah.
He was very shaken up by it. Any loss of life is tragic, and when you're directly involved in it, it's hard for anybody to handle.
What would you want to tell people out there, especially tonight?
Especially tonight on New Year's Eve, as we're coming through a tough 2021, I would remind people to make sure they look both ways, especially at night. Use the crosswalk, obey all traffic signals. On the other side of that, I would advise all motorists, even though you have a green light, don't automatically take that for granted. Make sure you maintain your high level of awareness and make sure that it's safe to proceed to avoid any type of accident of this nature.
Could you give a description of the deceased?
The deceased is a male white, approximately 50 to 55 years old. From the looks of his belongings, we believe that he was a person experiencing temporary homelessness at this time.
Any questions?
Name, and spell the last name and position.
Sergeant Rich Brunson, Brunson.